Here at Barefoot Rehab, we have core values, and I'd like to spend a couple minutes talking about two core values that resonate with me on a daily basis and while we practice here. The first one is our pursuit of excellence. Being in the health field, we are required by law to do about 12 or 13 hours of continuing education a year. Okay? Some of that is hands-on training, some of that is in classroom training, which is more legal, ethical, things along those lines. That's great, and a lot of my colleagues, not in this office but outside that I went to school with, they kind of cram everything in within the last year, and it's like, okay, whatever, I got to get my continuing education credits done this year. Here at Barefoot Rehab, all of us spend hours of day training with each other, and on top of that, we do weekend seminars. About once every 2 months, we go to a weekend seminar to fine-tune our technique. I've traveled just in this past month to St. Louis to spend the day with a doctor in St. Louis, again, fine-tuning my skill set. And the month before that, in August, I spent 4 days in Boston doing an intensive 3-day workshop. So being really good or putting in the work that you need to do to get great at something is something that is a core value of mine, and that it's something that this office preaches. I think this office is on pace to have spent over $100,000 this year on the development of all of our doctors. $100,000, that's a lot of money. Find me another office in the tri-state area that's invested $100,000 just this year alone in getting their doctors better at what they do. The second value that really resonates with me at Barefoot Rehab is integrity. What do I mean by integrity? Is that we hold ourselves to a higher standard, meaning we have something in our office called the 5-visit rule. If you come in and we treat you 5 times and you haven't received any type of permanent relief, we stop and we refund you the difference of what you paid, meaning we get paid for those 5 visits. But if you bought a case or you bought a block of visits, let's say you bought 8 visits and 5 of them you're okay, those 3 visits will refund you. Find me another office, in a medical office in the entire United States, that will actually refund your patients. To me, this speaks volumes because it makes me accountable for the type of care that I'm giving the patient. It also forces me to always want to do better. So these two core values kind of go hand in hand. If I'm being able or offering a patient a refund, I need to be able to perform. I need to be able to get that patient better. So having that form of integrity is super important to me. And another side point about the integrity is it's my job also to have a hard conversation with the patient if I simply don't feel like I can get you better. I've had 3 conversations this year where I told the patient, you need to see a neurologist. Like, I can't help you until you get medically cleared by a neurologist, because I believe that what you're presenting with is more than just musculoskeletal work. Again, I don't know many other chiropractors or practitioners who would take that or want to have that uncomfortable conversation of telling a patient, I get it, I understand you're in a lot of pain, but you have something that's out of my scope of practice, or you need to get this checked first, because once you get this checked and you get the okay, then you can come back and then we can talk about it. So I'm holding integrity for this patient's well-being, and that to me is, as a doctor, is the most important thing.